Hello, wine lovers! I am Miroslava, sommelier and wine educator, your guide on this journey through the world of wines, spirits and cocktails. Today, we will uncork some knowledge about sparkling wines. The world of sparkling wines is extensive and distinctive. Exploring every aspect of it takes time, patience and a well-trained liver. We will explore the variety of sparkling wines, discussing the main production methods, examining various types, and traveling through the countries where sparkling wines have achieved the worldwide acclaim. Our journey starts with champagne, which is the iconic origin of sparkling wines and the grandmother of them all. When we hear the word champagne, the first images that come to mind are New Year celebrations, corks popping to the ceiling, hussars in ceremonial attire, the victorious moments in Formula One. It's a wine associated with celebrations, luxury and glory. Many famous people have adored champagne and expressed their admiration for this wine. I personally resonate with Oscar Wilde's sentiment, pleasure without champagne is purely artificial. After all, what can truly compare to the pleasure of champagne? The term champagne did not appear until around 1860. Production had started 2 centuries early, and during that period, the wine was referred to simply as sparkling. However, champagne became so widely popular in the 19th century that since then, many people have commonly used the word champagne as a generic term for any sparkling wine. Also, in some countries, notably the USA, Russia and Canada, there is a bad tendency to attach a famous name to the less quality products. We won't follow such misguided practices. According to the law, a wine can only be labeled as champagne if it produced in France, in the Champagne province, from the specific grape varieties using specific method. So, champagne is the name of a specific entity. All other bubbly wines are called sparkling wines, spumante, sparkling, musset, and the like, depending on the language used. Alternatively, some have their own specific name, such as Spanish cava, German sect, or Italian prosecco and asti. Today, the Champagne province is closely linked to the sparkling wine production, although some good quality Pinot Noir is produced there as well. Interestingly, Champagne became famous for its wines long before emergence of its sparkling form. The regional climates played a significant role in this. Champagne is the northernmost vinicultural part of France. Vernal temperatures create an ideal environment for Chardonnay and Pinot Noir. The chalk hills, in addition to offering excellent drainage, absorb the sun's heat during the days and radiate warm back to the vines on cooler nights. Since the 9th century, still wines from Champagne graced the tables of kings and popes. The kings of France, England and Spain even had their own vineyards in Champagne. Interestingly, the English fondness for Champagne wines played a pivotal role, leading to a significant investment in the creation of Champagne. Champagne, in its sparkling form, emerged in the 17th century, although complete technology was perfected in the 19th century, marking the golden age of Champagne's fame and popularity. Frequently, creation of champagne associated with Dom Pérignon, a Benedictine monk. While his name graces the prestige cuvée of a famous champagne house, Moet Chandon, actually Dom Pérignon did not invent champagne. However, he played a crucial role in laying groundwork for its development. He made remarkable contributions to winemaking, along with those of the Benedictine order as a whole. Specifically, Dom Pérignon introduced the idea of producing white wine from red grapes, upgrading the conventional practice of making white wine exclusively from the white grapes and red wine from red grapes. The mystery of crafting white wine from red grapes lie in the inner structure of a grape berry. Every aspect of a wine character originates from the grape, and different parts of a grape berry contribute distinct elements of the taste of the wine. From winemaker's standpoint, the grape berry consists of three essential parts: skin, seeds, and pulp. The pulp produces juice containing water, sugar, and fruity aromas. Seeds add bitter oils, while the skin imparts both tannins and pigments. In most red grape varieties, the red color comes only from the skin, not the juice, leading winemakers to classify them as red grapes with white juice. Even varieties that produce wines with deep red hues, such as Cabernet Sauvignon and Merlot, fall into this category. I shall say that there are rare local exceptions, like Petit Bouschet and Saperavi, the grape varieties with red juices, those that used domestically. The blending of these three grape components into the white requires specific methods. There are distinct techniques specifically designed for white wine and for red wine. In the basic approach to white wine production, grapes are harvested, crushed, and the juice is swiftly extracted. Yeast are then introduced to the juice, which is devoid of skin and seeds, triggering fermentation where sugars transform into alcohol. The result is a clear, translucent white wine without the presence of both tannins and color. The process for crafting red wine is a different approach. Grapes are harvested, crushed, and undergo fermentation. During the process, the juice maintains contact with the seeds and crushed skins, allowing tannins and pigments to gradually infuse into the wine. Only after fermentation concludes, the liquid separated from seeds and skin, resulting in a richly colored red wine enhanced with tannins. When the processing of red grape excludes skin contact, essentially adopting the white wine production technique, the result is a white wine. Devoid of tannins and color, the method, invented by Dom Perignon, is the essence of a champagne production from red Pinot grapes, when we found in our glasses. The climate of a Champagne province and the use of English glass played a significant role in the development of champagne. The winemaking process involved pressing grapes, adding yeast, and allowing the must to ferment in casks. However, Champagne's northern climate posed a challenge. Yeast requires warmth for fermentation, but the cold autumn temperature in Champagne often stopped the process before completion. Fermentation resumed on spring, when the warmer temperature returned. Yet a complication arose. The yeast converted sugar not only into alcohol, but also CO2. It's this CO2 that forms the bubble into champagne. The accumulating CO2 increased pressure in the cask and bottles, leading them to burst. Dom Perignon considered this a problem and worked to resolve it. Coincidentally, around the same time, Englishmen had a tradition to purchasing young wine from Champagne in winter, transporting it to England, and bottling in their own bottles. During that era, English glass was considerably stronger than French glass, thanks to the effort of King James I to protect English forests. The king issued a royal decree prohibiting wood-burning furnaces, which led to a switch to charcoal, increase the flame temperature, and resulting in heavy-duty glass. In addition, Englishmen traditionally set corks firmly. After the spring fermentation, they unintentionally ended up with slightly sparkling wine, a fabulous discovery. The English embraced their newfound delight, and the French, observing this enthusiasm, began to develop the production of champagne, the sparkling wine as we know it today. It's interesting to note that the process of sparkling wine production was initially documented by the Englishman Christopher Merry in 1662. However, the first widely recognized manual for sparkling wine production, utilized by winemakers for Champagne and beyond, was authorized by Jean-Antoine Chaptal and published in 1801. While Merry's contribution is acknowledged for its historical significance, Chaptal's comprehensive book covered a broader range on vinicultural aspects, including adding sugar into the wine for secondary fermentation, a process named chaptalization after him. However, the role of England in the creation of champagne cannot be disregarded. Indeed, champagne holds a special place in the world of sparkling wines. Traditional champagne technology is used to producing the finest sparkling wines all around the world. In upcoming episodes, I will describe this technology, delve into fascinating world of champagne houses, extract the valuable information from champagne labels, and uncover other intriguing aspects. So, stay tuned for more, subscribe to my channel. Now, let's set a glass to champagne. A long talk about it should be complemented by a glass of good champagne. Santé!